I'm in Palermo, Italy. This is a Flaviar Advent Calendar series, and I'm up to day 12, which is the halfway point. I'm trying to find a whiskey in this series that I really, really love. The last one confused the heck out of me because it was kind of a single malt, but it really wasn't. So today, I'm ready for something really good. Let's do this. Welcome to Whisky Riffs. If you're new here, I'm Kevin, and if you are really new here, check out the links below because you should start at day 1 of this calendar series. If you're actually doing the Flaviar Advent Calendar series, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. I have a love-hate relationship with the app, but I think it has some good points to it, so we'll go with love for now. I am doing day 12. I'm not looking at the front of the bottle because it has the country of origin, and that gives me a big hint as to what this whiskey could be. And these are blind tastings. I really should be not looking at any tips or hints at all. I could use some sometimes because I'm getting very confused about a few of the whiskeys. But let's try this one. Let's see if it's more straightforward. I know this nose. And like yesterday, what was yesterday? Yesterday, there was a butterscotch note. I couldn't pull out the note butterscotch. But once I read the Flaviar tasting notes, like, butterscotch, yeah, that's what it was, butterscotch. This one has a similar feeling. It has a note in there that I know, that I've tasted before. Oh God, I feel like I've had this whiskey before. It's probably not true. I think I've had one of the whiskeys so far in this Flaviar calendar. And this one, I have no idea whether I've had it or not, but really smells familiar. I'm getting apples, I'm getting some pears, I'm getting a little caramel. Very nice, very light, very fruity. Ooh, I like the flavor notes on that. I like the finish of it. I think it's very nice. This feels like it's going to be more of a corn-based whiskey. I can't decide what the grain is on this. I'm very conflicted. I've had this before. I've had something similar before. It has a nice finish. It has a nice flavor profile. Getting a little bit of sweetness on the taste. Nice wood spice in the taste. I don't know where it's from. Oh, again, conflicted by color. A lot of US bourbons are really dark because of where they are housed. You know, if you're housed in Kentucky or Texas, you're gonna get a lot of darker colors. I honestly am so confused by day 12. I can't figure out whether this is malted or corn-based. It has a sweetness of a corn-based whiskey. So I'm very confused about where we are actually in the world. Honestly, I really like this whiskey. So I would like to know where it's from. I would like to be able to guess where it's from, but I'm very confused on day 12. I'm gonna go around the world and I'm gonna say this is a Taiwanese whiskey because I've had a few Taiwanese whiskeys that I really enjoy. And maybe that's where I'm getting this familiar note from. Yeah, product of the USA. See, I didn't want to go USA because we had a lot from there. And I thought, I'm going to go flip to another country. Product of the USA, day 12, 47% ABV. Yeah, it's got a little heat to it. I really like this whiskey though. So now I am very curious what day 12 is. It is Lineage Texas Single Malt Whiskey. There we go. Now that makes a lot of sense. Except the color. That's really not very dark for a Texas whiskey. Now this is from Balcones, which is a distillery I really like, and that's probably why I had familiar notes for it, because I've had a lot of Balcones whiskeys, and I think they're fantastic. Really great distillery. I have not had their Lineage though, so this is a new one on me. Flavors, tasting notes are walnuts, pie, caramel, woody, vanilla, apple, pear, toffee, and bitter. Bitter. I can't eat walnuts because I'm allergic to them, so that tasting note always kind of flips past me. But pie, caramel, woody, yeah, a lot of those notes in here. Very nice nose on this whiskey, very nice taste on this whiskey. Amazing new single malt from Balcones. That is an absolute flavor bomb. I agree, it is a flavor bomb. It does have a lot to it. I'm impressed with day 12. And I'm impressed with Balcones, as I always have been. I really think that's a great distillery. Of course, they're pitching a lot of Texas stuff in here, which I lived in Texas for 29 years, so I don't need the pitch. So the barley that they're using from this is malted barley from Scotland, and then local malted barley from West Texas Plains. So that's a neat combination. Again, Balcones does these experiments and they do a really good job with it. This is distilled in copper pot stills by Forsyth, which is a classic still maker in Scotland. Aged in new and refill barrels, which is going to give you a little bit more of the wood spice on the new casks, and the refill barrels will give you more of the flavor. And their staves have been yard aged for 36 months. That's a lot of time out in the weather to age staves. But when you expose the wood, when you age it a little bit more, that's going to give you a little bit more mellow notes. And even though this is not a Highland Scotch, I'm very happy with day 12. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever had a Balcones whiskey? What are your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments. Have you had Lineage, which I am really happy with. It's a Texas single malt whiskey, and I think the American single malt industry is something to keep an eye on because they're doing some really cool things out there. And until tomorrow, take care of yourself. Take care of those people around you, and cheers. Very happy with day 12, even though I guessed it wrong.